Testing, testing, testing. Okay, are we live? Okay, on your mark, get set, go. Good afternoon, y'all. This is the man in the black mask. I wasn't able to cover this story yesterday because, I had stuff to do, but I'm here now. But I'm here to share one of the worst cases of racism and child abuse that I've ever seen on national TV because this is just bizarre in its own right. Okay? New York State cops cuff and mace a 9-year-old girl, man. Unfucking believable, man. Okay, good. It says video shows 9-year-old. No, video shows New York State cops pepper spray a 9-year-old girl. Now I seen the video. It was fucking bullshit. You understand? That girl's life is ruined. Imagine what's gonna happen to her when she becomes an adult. Turns out that the abuser was white, a white female cop. New released body cam video show Rochester cops pepper spraying a 9-year-old girl in the upstate New York City. Footage from one video shot during a family dispute on Friday shows the distraught youngster running from police, then dropping to the snow-covered ground as cops try to bring her back. I want my dad, the girl screams in the second video. I ain't going nowhere. I want my dad. I'm not getting in no car until I see my dad. Stop, an officer said. Wait, can I please just get the snow off of me? She yelled. I want my dad. Wait, I just want to see my dad. Please, for the last time, I demand. Stop, or you're going to get yourself hurt. A cop responds at one point during a lengthy ordeal. A female officer is heard telling the girl she'll find her father, but asks her to get inside the police car to stay warm, only to have the girl start screaming again. Whoa, this is where the worst comes. Just spray her at this point, one cop finally said, and is seen spraying the girl. That fucking rat bastard piece of shit Mace is a 9-year-old girl. I mean, what if she was asthmatic and they did that shit to her? That could have triggered an asthma attack and she probably could have died. Please wipe my eyes, screams the girl, who was handcuffed behind her back. Wipe my eyes, please. The footage was released Sunday after a city press conference, during which Rochester Deputy Police Chief Andre Anderson said the girl was suicidal. She indicated she wanted to kill herself and she wanted to kill her mom. That's a no-no, he said, according to a report in the Democrat and Chronicle. 9 police cars responded to the call. The girl's mother, who was also not identified, is seen in the footage arguing with her daughter, who becomes increasingly agitated while her mother berates her. The woman is also seen cursing at passing motorists, that being the mother. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that for a 9-year-old girl to have to be pepper sprayed is okay. Police Chief Cynthia Harriet Sullivan said Sunday, it's not. I don't see that as who we are as a department, the chief said. And we're going to do the work we have to ensure that these kind of things don't happen. Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren said she was disturbed by the video. And quite frankly, so was I. Because she was clearly being abused. Not just by her mother, but these racist cops. Unfucking believable. I'm very concerned about how this young girl was handled by our police department, Warren said during the press conference. It is clear from the video that we need to do more in support of our children and our families. Now, I want to try to get this video to work, okay? Let's try to get it to work, because there's footage from one video. I just hope they didn't delete it. Okay. Wait a minute. This is from an unlisted video. You want to make sure the volume works. Yeah, the volume works. Yeah. I don't see nothing yet. Yeah, they're searching for the girl.
Come here. Come here. Stop. You're not in trouble. Come here. Come here. I'm not going to walk all the way down the street for you. Come here. It's freezing out.
You look at her. She's scared as hell. And she's not going to take it anymore.
No! Stop. Force it. I got her at 76 hairs. Start Get off of me! Stop. Get off of me! What's going on? Get off me! I'm not going to get up. What's going on? How can I help? Stop. Look, I don't want to do that! Hairs. I'm not going to run away. Okay? I'm going to have to change you. Okay? That's fine. But what did you tell your mom? What happened? Why are you so upset? She stabbed my dad. She did? I did. No, it was not. When you walked through the house, it was holding his stomach. It was my foot. How the hell? Say your lip don't get off. I just want the horse. Yes. Oh, man, little girl. Your phone is a bitch. Don't know what you're talking about. Look at you. That was your blood on your leg. That much blood? Yes, he had me in the head like this. You know, you really made me do. Really put you up with my class. She's 9 years old and she really got. That's why she's done. That's why she's done. It's okay. You sit there, watch this man put his hands on you all the time. You know, all the time. No, I don't. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Because I don't even know that. Yes, because when he walked through the house, he was holding it. Okay, so the other leg goes over his blood. He had me in the headlock. So you stabbed him? I'm sitting there arguing with him. Yeah, until I stabbed him. I stabbed him? Yes, you did. I'll tell the police something. They're going to find you. No, he didn't. They're going to find you. You're going to see. You're going to tell us. Say you're lying. First of all, Stevieana, you're going to bring your ass to this motherfucking house. And I'm going to ask you one more. You're going to bring your ass to this house if I don't go after Jack home. I got custody. You're my child. So you're going to take your ass home right now, and you're going to take your ass in the house. I'm in the house now.
Fucking retard.
I wish you might. Who the fuck is you talking to like that? Who the fuck is you talking to like that? Who the fuck is you talking to like that? Who the fuck is you talking to like that? Go back to the house. Go back to the house. All right? You're not running away. You're not running away.
That girl is clearly being abused. You can fucking see that.
Can I help you? Come on. Let's go. Stop. Come on. Come on. And you can suck my dick. And you can suck my dick. And you can suck my dick. Stop. Come on. Shit, pussy about to come. Stop. Get up. Get up. Yeah, mom's trying to start a
She's trying to get away from her mother. The fuck? It just fucking caught them.
You go help my mom, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. Please. I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad.
The fuck? There's a second video on the way. Can't see nothing, but you'll see it on the second video. See on the background, these fucking cops is torturing her. You can tell. See that girl screaming? She don't want to go back to her mother, and yet they're fucking making her do this shit. Come on.
Get in the car. I'm done telling you. Get in the car. Get in the car. You got a rig stage. Yeah, I'm good. Neighborhood check. Mom's out here. I catch you. Mom's out here trying to fight people drive by. House or go right 29. She's the one that called originally. Okay, what do you want, a depot or what? I'm ready to take Mom. I'll take Mom. Stress and I'll go rest. I really.
You just want to see that part, though. I want to show you the second part, though. There's supposed to be a second video somewhere. Or from one video. in the second video. Hopefully they'll show her being maced. Second video. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I gotta put it back.
Stop for a second. I want my dad. I want my dad. No.
You look at that. They're wrestling her to the ground and cuffing her. Fucking racist. Fuck you. They just had her on the ground like a dog. Dumbass fucking police, son. That's just trauma from abuse. Oh, look at these fucking idiots.
Siri, what's her name? Dear, like, just stop for a second and take a deep breath. Hey, just stop. I will get your dad. No, you said that you were going to pepper spray me. No, please, no, stop. I got a bad lock. Just spray her. Just spray her at this point.
Son of a bitch! You fucking rat! You racist fucking rat, you! Y'all saw that shit, right? That fucking white piece of trash dog shit just maced the 9-year-old girl for nothing. Now, how fucking bizarre is that? Okay? She's experiencing trauma from past abuse. That tells all of you right there that that girl was being abused by her mother, and now that these fucking retards are going to feed onto the abuse. Now imagine all the trust issues that she's going to have when she becomes an adult. Imagine the PTSD that she might suffer from all this. Now, I gotta admit though, the first time I ran away from home, I was like 12 or 13 years old. But then I came back in an hour. But I did admit to being mistreated by police, as a 10, 11-year-old, but never was I ever maced or tased or had the shit beat out of me by them. But this one takes the cake. She was maced. First she was slammed to the ground and then cuffed and then tossed to the car like a sack of potatoes and then pepper sprayed in her face. Now imagine she had asthma or bronchitis or whatever and triggered an episode. It could kill her. Even if she had heart disease. Now, these fucking idiots, man, they don't care. They do not fucking care about a black person's well-being. They would not have done that shit to her if she was white. Now, this is like one of the worst cases of racism and child abuse that I've ever encountered, okay? And I want to raise awareness to what's going on in this community. That's why the man in black mask signed up for this channel, to bring out what's going on in now, especially with this pandemic that you got going on. And now there's a lot of protests that are going on because of this. And I pray that these protesters don't get hurt, because this 9-year-old girl was really not only mentally but physically traumatized. And her life is inexplicably ruined. She's going to have issues with the police no matter what. And I'm glad they didn't shoot her or nothing. That could have happened, but I'm glad they didn't. This was a baby, but they still abused her. They abused a fucking baby. Now, who does that to an 8, 9-year-old girl when she's clearly suffering from trauma from the abuse? Now, a lot of us have been there, those verbal, physical abuses that trigger mental breakdowns, sometimes acts of violence, and they feed right onto that bullshit. They don't just do that, in the community. They do that in the schools and in jails, the hospitals, and even the courts, too. I told you about the time I experienced racism in the courts when I caught my first case as a 19, 20-year-old. But I gotta admit, though, this is gonna fuck her life up so bad, son. I mean, you ain't gonna believe what's gonna happen next after this. I just hope she don't go back to her mother. They said she's home, but I'm just hoping she's not with that piece of shit mother first, because you can tell that she clearly abused her in the past. Because from what I just showed you, I'm just being frank with you, up front. That girl was being abused by her mother, and that's why she ran away. She didn't want to go through that shit no more. And they're supposed to help get her shelter somewhere, and instead they treat her like a piece of shit. They treat her like a troubled girl. Yeah, she's troubled, but not in the way they think. She's troubled because she's traumatized. I don't know what the fuck the special ed system is doing for her. I bet you nothing. They don't do nothing for kids like us. They feed right onto the bullshit. They do the same shit in jail and in the hospital, too. Feed right onto the bullshit. The bullshit that they're supposed to help us fight. And it just fucks me up the way the system is set up to let bad guys win and the good guys lose. Now, if that was my daughter, they'd have a lawsuit up the ass right about now. Because I wouldn't allow the cops to fuck my kid like that. And I know a lot of you are thinking the same thing. No cop is going to abuse my child like that. Now, this is clearly child abuse. And I sure hope that the girl do get some help at some point, because she's going to need it for the rest of her life. Her life will never be the same again after this. Do y'all copy? I gotta admit, though, this shit gets on my nerves, man. I'm glad they didn't kill her. They could have, but they didn't. Hell, they could have easily shot her. But thankfully that didn't happen. But like I said, man, she's gonna have PTSD and she's gonna have flashbacks and trust issues and even mental health problems because of this. But let me guess. I have 100% contempt for that white cop that fed onto the abuse. She was abused by a white officer. That's why I'm saying that this is an act of racism too. Okay? That cop is a fucking racist. She's a pig and a monkey and a douchebag. This fucking monkey pepper sprayed a 9-year-old girl for no reason. Shame on her. Do you get it? Now, that's why I'm bringing spotlight to this issue. Because I experienced mistreatment by a cop. So I want to spotlight some of the same issues that plague us as a black community. Okay? And they give Black Lives Matter a bad face. Okay? They don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter. But the man in the black mask is going to show them why they should. That's why I'm putting those pieces of shit on blast. Because of my past. Capiche? I mean, this is totally unacceptable behavior. This is something that will not be tolerated. And I'm glad some of the cops is being disciplined. And I heard one of them is being fired. Because again, this was child abuse. It was not supposed to bring her back home to her mother, which they did. But I sure hope she's living elsewhere, either with her dad or her aunt or whatever. But she don't need to go back to the house that she's in, because that's where all this shit started. She don't need to go back there. Because it's only a matter of time before somebody gets killed, whether the mother or the girl. And she cannot go back to that environment. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. That she should not return to the same environment that caused her problems in the first place. Let alone that meltdown that led to her being cuffed and maced by a white female officer. Now, this is going to turn a lot of fucking heads inside out. Now, you ought to think about that, man. I know I already have, because again, this is bullshit. This is bizarre dog shit. Do you understand? Now, I am so sick and fucking tired of white cops thinking that they can treat us like pieces of dog shit when we're not. We're human just like you. So give us the respect that you were born to have. Okay? Treat us with the same honor and dignity that you was born with. So far, they haven't done that. I mean, the system is fucked how they treat trauma victims, let alone trauma victims of color. Torture on top of torture. How do you explain shit like that? You don't. Anyway, thank you for watching The Men in the Black Mask. And don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a question underneath the screen and tell me what you think about this whole fiasco. Because I just told you that this is bullshit. They should have never did that shit to her. They got down and dirty with the wrong person, and they're going to have fucking lawsuits up the ass. Capiche? So, like, subscribe, question underneath the screen, and tell me what you think. Please share your thoughts. I'll be right with you. Okay? I can deal with your reasoning as long as I can deal with your logic. So, good luck, be well, and have a good day. Thank you.